The latest doctor said that she needs a feeding tube because she's not eating as much as she should or normally would. She's, Ruth always said that she really enjoys food, and as far as I'm aware, she still does, but she's not taking in any of it. So the doctor said we should look at getting a tube for her to eat with.
Okay. Is a feeding tube anything that she ever spoke with you about, or this is just what you had heard from the other doctors?
Just from the other doctors, yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, I'm one of the geriatric doctors in the hospital, and they asked me here in part to talk to you about the feeding tube and what it can and can't do for her.
Right.
So what are you hoping that a feeding tube would do for her?
I want her to eat. I mean, I'm very worried if she's not taking in food. I want to make sure that she's healthy, she's taking nutrition in.
Okay.
Right.
It's very natural to kind of want people to eat. Like, we all eat, and that's part of staying alive and being healthy. But not eating at the end of life is actually a natural part of that time in life.
I don't want her to starve.
Right. That is
important.
Absolutely. That's very appropriate and loving, and it's natural. We all eat, and eating is what keeps us going.
Yeah.
The challenge is when the body eats less, or not as much as we think it should, and how do we fix that, and why did it happen? For some people, they can't eat because they've had a stroke or there's surgery to the neck. And for those people, a feeding tube can make sense because they anatomically can't eat, and they can be supported with an artificial nutrition in the stomach.
Right.
For some people, the feeding tube doesn't solve the underlying problem. And unfortunately, that's the category that your aunt is in. Part of the progression of advanced dementia is the natural progression is people eventually stop walking, stop talking, and stop eating. And the amount of food that people need at that stage of life is actually very, very small. They're not moving around that much, they're not even thinking that much, they're not doing that much, so they don't need to eat the same quantities that we do or that they did, even a year earlier. But it is the natural progression that people will stop eating as part of the dementia.